Howdy folks, today we're playing a deck I'm just simply labeling Mondrak Nissa because I wanted to play those two cards together. I just tried to brew around those two cards. I don't have full 4 copies of each, but I kind of came up with like a green-white tokens build where I just want to live the dream of plussing my Nissa for like 7 for a 7/7 or 6/6 and making 2 of them with Mondrak and just completely dumpstering your opponent. I think the most fun and best way to do this for me felt like just a Planeswalker tokens deck. Jam some good Planeswalkers to also make tokens. Didn't want to include black for sword. I just wanted to keep mostly white and then green for our later drops and then 1 green pip for this Join the Dance. But yeah, Eternal Wanderer makes some 2/2 double strikes. Wandering Emperor makes some 2/2s. Just as an enemies make huge creatures. Red and 7 kind of similar to Nissa, makes huge creatures. Also can help us hit our land drops. And then when you have Join the Dance and Wedding Announcement to also make some tokens to kind of go with Mondrak. And really just kind of play with the theme in general. And then you need another third path. I'm not gonna lie, it's mostly in here to gain some life and hoping that we don't die. This is a deck certainly that could get run over if we're not careful. So I think Union of the third path is pretty prudent to include in order to get to a spot where we can resolve our walkers and everything. Got some ossification and some pretty good removal spell. We have a lot of basic lands here. 12 basic lands. So should I count? I'm gonna go up to 14 basic lands actually. Get rid of one of each of these. 14 basic lands, just so I have more basic lands for this ossification to hit more often. We want the ossification basically hit always, which would be nice on turn 1, on turn 2, all of that. On turn 2, on turn 3, all of that would be nice. But yeah, that's the plan of the deck. I'm gonna see if it's any good. It might be bad. I don't know. I've not even play tested this deck, so you're gonna see me just from theory craft in the brain to the ladder. Maybe it's terrible. Hey, maybe it's not, but we'll find out. All right. Well, opponent's going first, but I think from turn 4 on, we'll be doing pretty well. So we'll try this. If our opponent leads on a mountain here, I'll be a little sad. Maybe we can join the dance if that's the case. Come on. Nah, you don't gotta do that to me. Mountain pass, okay. Okay. Maybe not mono red. Sulfur Springs always sounds cool when it enters. Want it in the tank. They want Oni Coat Anvil, okay. It's pretty good. Alright, I assume they're gonna pass. They're just keeping the anvil priority up. They have like a handful of anvils. Maybe they sacrifice here, but I think they're mostly just not sure that they have the priority still. Thank you. Pass the turn back to them. We have this Union next turn, and then Mondrak, which is probably gonna die, to be honest. Your opponent doesn't really usually keep a hand that doesn't have any ways to get creatures off the battlefield. But then we got Ren and 7, Nissa, Eternal Wanderer. Those aren't all that bad. The nice thing about the Eternal Wanderer in this matchup, at least, is that even if we give them that has no value this turn. Even if we give them, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Even if we give him a 1/1 with the Oni-Cold Anvil, the Eternal Wanderer, oh, that was solid. The Eternal Wanderer minus and make it, I think, pretty hard on our opponent to basically, I'm trying to say we'll have a 1/1 Oni-Cold Anvil token left over, and that we should be pretty well set up after that happens. Like, to minus them, killer Oni-Cold Anvil token. Hopefully we have like a Red and 7 token coming down or something. I'm a little worried about getting burned out of this game. We're gonna need to draw another land, but we have the colors of mana we need at least. Have this Union as well, if we really feel like we need it. Nether Anvil, okay, that's pretty good. They're gonna be able to drain us for a lot of life. Probably gonna be a game we're gonna need to find multiple unions. See if they hit anything off of this. Fable, okay. Not something they can cast this turn, so that's fine. The Spirit Melt synthesizer was just only called Anvil triggers. Yep, no blocks. Okay, opponent didn't have lands. And I assume they're going to pass. They don't, I mean, usually you can't do too much with one open mana of the colorless variety of that deck. I do like the sacrifice deck overall, though. I think it's a cool deck. I like playing it myself. I like this Onical Anvil card a lot with Saheeli and everything. Seems pretty fun. Okay. Yep, Mondrak's coming down now. Make 2 Wedding Announcement tokens, which is pretty nice. I feel like they're gonna really try to kill this Mondrak next turn, but then a Wedding Announcement flips and we're gonna have a pretty big board. Yep, 2 1/1s. Next turn, if we can drop this run in 7 and make 2 5/5s, I'll be pretty happy, but my guess is this Mondrak's not long for this world. They're staring at Mondrak, certainly. Okay, yep. Annihilating Glaze coming down. Destroys our Mondrak, yep. Kind of what we expected. They attack with a Vran. I think I will triple block. As kind of bad as that sounds. Bankbuster, okay. Or are they going to attack with a Vran? They know I can triple block, but my blocks get even better next turn. They're not going to attack, okay. Alright, farmland. And yeah, I think I'm just going to run in 7. Make a big creature. This Union is going to be good if we can hit some lands with a run in 7. Plus next turn. I shouldn't have any ways to interact. They're tapped out. I mean, obviously they could sack stuff. A little surprised they didn't use their only cold anvil on their turn and our turn, because then it would have gotten the drain some more, but it's not what they chose to do. If they attack, we're definitely going to just all-out block and plan on using this Eternal Wanderer. Nether Anvil, sheesh. You have a lot of drain and gain over there. We're still at 15 somehow. Alright, opponent gonna start doing the triggers. Down to 12. Doing the dance. I think first thing we're gonna do is plus this round in 7. So let's see how many lands we can hit. Hopefully like 4. 3, that was good. Although Wandering Emperor is a card we wanted. I think, yeah, I am just going to Union now. Gain some life. They're gonna, okay. Play a farmland. We could obviously besage you something, but I don't even know how good that is. Alright, let's see, we're at 20 life. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna jam here. I think our path to winning this game involves killing our opponent pretty quickly, and then maybe attacking a run in 7 on the way back. They're going to take a bunch of damage if they block like this. Okay, they're committing to some blocking. Sure. Yep, sacrificing a creature makes sense. Get my damage in. Put him down to 20. Do some joining of the dance. Really interested to see if they attack this Renin 7 or not. 3 Onicone Anvils is really good, though. They have another Annihilating Glare. Would be pretty good. Lethal Demolition, they're 1/1. Okay. That's pretty good. It's a lot of 1/1s over there. Drawing a card with a Bank Buster. You're gonna attack my Renin 7? I don't think so. Alright, question is this the turn I want to play this Eternal Wanderer? Kind of think it is. Minus and give him a 1/1 because it's not an artifact. So yes. I'm definitely going to play the Wandering Emperor this, Eternal Wanderer this turn, so I'm going to minus here and keep my 7/7 around with the Eternal Wanderer. My opponent blocks everything. I don't even need to do this. Okay. Gonna do some sacrificing. Yep, drain gain. Deal some damage. Eternal Wanderer time. -4. Choose my 7/7. You're 1/1.
Make.
Minus on the Renin 7. Make an 8/8. Pass the turn. Well, it can sack their Bank Buster, but it's gonna obviously cost them the Bank Buster, but I imagine that's what they'll be doing. We probably want to find a Wandering Emperor or a Union of or something. That would be ideal for us. Yep. 1/1's coming down. What else do they have? Another Bank Buster. That's pretty good, actually. Now might be the part of the game where we do Beseiju one of their anvils. Not sure. I mean, they're certainly not thinking about attacking with the Bank Buster. Alright, question is, do we want to get rid of one of their Onicode Anvils with the Eternal Wanderer? Could plus and do that. I'd rather just make a 0/0 double striker. So that's gonna be the plan. 0/0 double striker coming in. See what they do to block. Gotta imagine double blocks coming here. Yep. Makes sense. Yep. Yep, a ruse. Okay. No damage coming in. 0, then the Eternal Wanderer.
I brought backup.
Playing this channel onto this Oni Coin Anvil. They're gonna get a land, but that's the price of doing business around here. Problem is, we're gonna pay 2 life here, but it's gonna save us 1 life for the Oni Coin Anvil. Alright, well, this is what we have. We might die, but we'll see. We get to kill their Oni Coin Anvil again with Animus next turn. This is our opponent's big turn. They can kill our 3/3. They probably can cobble together a win. Next turn, we get to join the dance and make a lot of stuff happen. Made a copy of the Oni Coin Anvil, but it comes in tapped. Because they tapped it. Yes, that's right. Okay, blood token. Alright, we're looking to draw many things. One of them being, the third path. We would love to draw that. Hopefully we can get there. Sacrifices the blood. Yep, make some 1/1s. They should probably attack here, to be honest. Node eats a creature. They already passed the attack phase, okay. Plains is not very good. Okay, another anvil's coming down.
Phyrexia is the future.
Kind of feel like we gotta play a second Nissa and just... So we'll have 4 creatures to block what they have going on. Yeah, I guess we're playing second Nissa here. And killing the other Oni Coin Anvil. Just because we don't want them to copy with the Mycosynth Gardens. And maybe slowly but surely we can avoid getting burnt out of the game. How many forests do we have? I don't think we... I did not consider the lethality of Nissa, but we would have gotten only +1/+1 from the 1 forest. And that would have been 11, 22. This would have been essentially 30 damage, and they're 25. They could have survived. Next turn, they might not be able to, though. Only really have the 1 forest in the list, though. Maybe that's a reason for some more forests, I think. I think that's probably an oversight on my end. Alright, hopefully they don't have the 4th Oni Coin Anvil. Alright, drawing is definitely a sign of weakness here. But lands. Gonna need to draw something. Another harvester, yep. 1 blood. Can't -7 the Nissa this turn, but next turn we can try to, at this upcoming turn, but turn after that, we can try to go for lethal that way. Ossification. Target creature, planeswalker, and opponent controls. Okay, I guess we'll hit just one of these harvesters. Plus with the Nissa. Zero with the Eternal Wonder. We're rivaling our opponent's board at this point.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Make some 2/2s. Play a plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures back, and they have 5 there. I think we're good to attack here. Opponent, I would imagine, going to block. At least this 1/1 goblin. It's not an artifact. Okay. We're pretty happy with this. Now we're just looking for... we're looking to keep this Nissa around and looking to minus it to kill them next turn. Definitely a crazy game. Definitely could still lose. Been low on life this whole time. I think if our opponent had correctly used their Vran and Onical Anvil on a few of those turns, we would have been dead, but we'll take it. So that we make it this far at least. Each creatures you control get +1/+1 in trample. So right now that'd be 12, 24, 32, 34, 36 damage of trample right away. But then we also have, this would be 4/4s. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. They sacrificed a blood token, I think. Fable, yep. Okay, they did play a land, so now we can probably determine if we have lethal or not. Magic's Gardens probably can't be doing anything here. But yes, now we have, this will be, we play a land. These will go up to 12 12s. It'll be 13 13s with the Nissa. And that's definitely lethal with trample and all that. We can even remove some blockers out of the way. Dang. Felt like I wasn't sure if we were going to get there on this game, but it looks like we did. Go to the Harvester. Plus, get rid of this 2/2. Give it all trample. Attack with a big old crew. Sorry, opponent, they have trample. Trample, reach, trample, double strike. Good game indeed. See how much damage we get through, though. Negative 29. We just had a little bit of lethal. I was really doing some counting there, but turns out we had just like oodles of lethal. But wow, that was a really tight game, but we came out ahead, so I'll take it. GG's. Alrighty, going first. We will keep this. Lead on this farmland. We get plains and join the dance next turn. Ooh, opponent's going mono red. Okay. A little bit of mono red things, huh? Do a little join the dance. We can get this Wandering Emperor on the right curve. We'll be pretty happy. What you got, opponent? Feldon. We'll block Feldon. See what they hit. Kumano, and is that Chandra? Kumano, okay. I think I am just gonna ossification this turn. Get rid of the Phoenix chick. That way I have the Wandering Emperor for next turn. When they have the Kumano flip up. With a Kumano like +1/+1 up. Gotta play the Kumano here, right? Swift Spear, Kumano. Yep. They have like a play with fire for us too? They do. Okay, that's a pretty good turn. It's a pretty good turn. Our plan here is to go Wandering Emperor minus gain some life into Mondrak, and then minus with the Wandering Emperor again to make 2 1/1s. I think is going to be the plan. See what our opponent casts here. They just attack, or what do they do? Urbrask's Forge. Okay, pretty good. Huh. They did not attack into the Wandering Emperor. And I think we're fine with that, honestly. Make a 2/2. Play Mondrak. Make 2 2/2s. Attack for 2. Play this Brushland. Pass the turn. We can, if they point 2 removal spells at the Mondrak, we can sacrifice 2 of their creatures. But it's going to cost us 5 life to do that with the Brushland and everything. Probably mean I should have left the plains up instead of the Brushlands. The auto tapper kind of got us there. Should have used these 4 lands. Or maybe I played the Brushlands afterwards. Yeah, that was actually on me. Play the Brushlands afterwards. That was an auto tapper's fault. Bloody Betrayal. Okay. Wow. It's pretty good. Take 8. Yikes. How many more of those are they gonna have? That is, I mean, that was brutal. That was brutal as heck.
Remember your training.
Pass the turn. We will quad block, or at least try block the Urbrask's Forge. Token, I believe. Oh my goodness. How perfect are they gonna run? Yeah, kind of block like this. Minus with the Samurai. Make some more 1/1s. Attack with the Mondrak. You're gonna have yet another Bloody Betrayal? That would be crazy. They have lots of blood tokens. I can't believe you've been able to yoink our Mondrak twice to make Urbrask's Forge bigger twice. That's absurd, honestly. Can they cobble together 4 damage? Not with a Mechanized Warfare, you can't. This is gonna be 5 damage. I think we do have to block with 5, because that leaves exactly 7 back, and then if they have land to play with fire, it doesn't kill us. I think they needed us to not block exactly like that, because if they have land to play with fire, they definitely kill us. Their interesting attack. I can't believe we almost lost a Bloody Betrayal. That was wild. I mean, we were in an amazing spot before our opponent hit us with that first Bloody Betrayal, and they hit us with round 2, and somehow we lived. They had the tech for our Mondrak with the Urbrask's Forge already in play. Wild, but we got there anyway. GG's. All right, opponent's going first. Too bad we're not going first, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Skrelv, okay. Well, hopefully they don't have Slaughter Singer. Okay, just the 1/1 getting in. Okay. Definitely gonna play a join the dance here. Make some 1/1s to block this Skrelv. Wedding announcement next turn. Mondrak the turn after that. Patchwork Automaton. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. Attack with 1. Just let him know about it. Pass the turn. Wedding announcement ticking. Next turn we get double Mondrak. Problem though is that Patchwork Automaton's about to get large. They're about to be able to send it in multiple turns with this Skrelv. Yeah, we'll take our chump blocks while we can, honestly. Yeah, Mondrak time. Definitely gonna need these Nissas, this Nissa to hit though. Definitely gonna need this Nissa to make 2 XXs, 2 5/5s next turn, because this automaton is getting large and in charge. Attack. We will chump block again. No problems chump blocking over here. Eventually this thing's gonna get large enough where chump blocks are not gonna become feasible, but until that day happens, we're just gonna have a Nissa party. Four fours on the way. Pass the turn. Make them 5/5s. Make a huge board. Get to tick up Nissa again, and we get to join the dance next turn. Pick up a bunch of tokens. This is 3 or less, so they're gonna hit our 5/5, but it's not the end of the world. They're gonna give this Patchwork Automaton unblockable, I imagine. Yep. Protection from white. Yep. Gotta block with a 5/5. Attacks us. Alright, we're blocking with a 5/5. So they did take their shield down, so we could just kill the Patchwork Automaton and then play a join the dance. I don't hate that. No, because they have exactly... Because then if they have exactly, what are you going to call it? Let's see if they have a stick. They did not have a stick. So I think in that event, yeah, we are going to try to attack this, kill this automaton. Auto pay. All right. And now that's in a good spot. Okay, yeah, we basically, if they had a Tameo safekeeping there, we did the arena priority check there for the Tameo safekeeping. They didn't have it, so we're gonna minus there. But even then, we would be fine just plussing the Nissa and getting a bunch of value. GG's. All right, we're doing a lot of being on the draw, but I guess we'll keep a depopulate. Wandering Emperor hands. Opponents on the play. If they just mono red us, we're probably just slaughtered. But see what they got. A little goblin guy. That's a hallmark of a mono red deck, maybe. But okay, there. Rakdos seemingly. Could be Grixis. A lot of Grixis going around these days. Jund, okay. Wasn't expecting Jund as much. Now we're gonna need to hit lands. Certainly. What you got, opponent? Fable. Yeah, that's good. We got a wedding announcement. We got our own 3-mana enchantment. See what they discard. Hopefully no big reanimation targets here. Could be why they mulligan to a nice reanimation hand. Just a Fable. Okay. That's good. Probably means they're, well, bad for us, good for them if they only discarded the Fable. Means they liked their hand. They didn't like second Fable. Fable's so good. Yeah, we're not blocking. I think we just... With Wedding Announcement, you just have to not block, try to get it flipped over into 2/2s, and use the value that way. Galissa. Oh. We'll just pass here. Try to Wandering Emperor this Galissa. Worst case scenario, if they don't attack, then we'll just plan on sweeping the board next turn with the Planeswalker on it. Certainly going to get in with their 2/2. There's no reason they wouldn't. They didn't discard any lands, but they didn't play a land last turn, I don't think. Did it? Okay, if we're going to get in with a 3/3, then I think I'm going to try to Wandering Emperor that Glissa. Exile it and gain some life.
Anyone who harms my people must
Go neutral on life this turn.
You are not much of a roadblock.
No blocks. Make these 2/2s next turn. Reflection could get pretty good on whatever they have next turn, Harvester or whatever have you. Then we'll depopulate. If they play something else here, we'll probably just depopulate though. Loaded Contaminator, okay. It's not bad. In that event, do we want to depopulate? Kind of do. Do a little depopulating. Kill all these creatures. Plus on this Wandering Emperor. Give me my 2/2.
We've got the edge in this fight.
They have a cut down for my 2/2. Doesn't make any sense to use it now. They did because they'll have the treasure regardless. See what they have now. 5 mana. This could be an invoke. Sheldred. Yeah, Sheldred's good here. Another Wandering Emperor. Do I depopulate? Kind of think I do. Do this again. They want to Sheldred another time, then they're going to have to...
May your blade strike true.
They're going to have to pay their treasure. Their last treasure. Can't play a Phyrexian Obliterator, but I don't think they'd have Copperline Gorge in their deck if they were playing that card. Alright, Ossification, not bad. We play this Nissa, it's going to cost us oodles of life, but it's probably what we're doing, to be honest.
I have got new moves to teach you.
When they had 5 mana, they decided to play Sheldred, so I don't think their 5 mana is really can be that great. So I think there's no real argument to minus on this treasure. I think we're just simply gonna plus, churn out a big board, and hope we can live long enough
Our strength multiplies.
through everything else. Guess if I think they had exactly Invoke Despair, killing this treasure makes some sense. They had the mana to cast that earlier, and they decided to cast Sheldred, so I don't think they have it. Let's see what they discard. They're majorly land crunched. They know we're head on board. We have Ossification with a Forest in play for any more Sheldreds or anything that hit the field. Cut down Bloodfell Caves. They had a land in hand. They must have just drawn that, I guess. They haven't been playing it. Okay, that's Invoke Despair mana. We can soak up a whole Invoke, though. Definitely would get rid of the Wandering Emperor since we have another one in hand. Cost them their treasure, certainly. Probably worth it for them, though. I mean, it gets rid of some critical pieces of cardboard from us. They have to do something. I don't think they can just pass. Okay, making a treasure. Yep. I'll go block here. They have a play with fire. I mean, whatever. So be it. And what do they need 6 mana for? Their own Nissa. Okay. It's not bad. We can kill our wedding festivity, but they'll probably just go up on it. We would love to have drawn a land there. But I think, yeah, we just gotta kill this 6/6 and then kill their Nissa.
Remember your training.
This gives us, should be lethal next turn. With 2 6/6s and a 4/4. So only 6/6 and a 4/4 need to get through next turn. They do have this 2/2 in play, though. A land there for the Eternal Wanderer would have been really nice, so we could have blinked their Nissa token away. Canker Bloom, sure. That's fine. Okay. Opponent's gonna have to double chump, so I think we're just going all in. Yep. It's fine with us. Yep, gonna kill our wedding festivity. Yep. That's what happens. No biggie. And yeah, just gonna make more creatures. There's no way we can really die to burn out. These aren't swamps. They don't have corrupt in their deck, so there's no need to like minus on our own 5/5 to put us at 11 and get us out of corrupt range or anything. Canker Bloom, yeah, that's what you gotta have something. I mean, I don't know. Lissa, yeah, it's not gonna get it done. GG. Well played. We'll take a victory over Jund. Alrighty. Set the wrap up. Alrighty. Every time I play Nissa and every time I play Mondrak, I'm just so very impressed about what those cards bring. They just Nissa just creates an absolutely massive army. Also destroys artifacts and enchantments, which is super relevant in this format. And Mondrak just doubles all the tokens, which is absurd. Eternal Wanderer also a new card for this set, and I'm mixed about how good Eternal Wanderer is. I feel like the +1 can be better in spots. It's okay, you know. If it's against a creature token deck, you get rid of tokens permanently. Creating double strikers is obviously really good, and the one-sided wrath, it gives you some modality. It kind of gives you like, I kind of feel like in this, you know, I kind of treated like the farewell of this deck along with the depopulate to try to really limit our opponent's boards. But I'm less impressed with the Eternal Wanderer every time I play, and just so very impressed with Mondrak and Nissa. I mean, those cards are great. I mean, just doubling up tokens is not only so fun, but just like it's very good. Honestly, for changes for this deck, I'd probably just do one of these. A little bit less Ren and 7, a little bit more Mondrak. I mean, it seems pretty simple to me. I think Ren and 7's not that great. Having 4 Mondrak just synergizes a lot more with the game plan of the deck. Just simply makes sense. You know, you're just playing powerful cards. You're just you're having a good time, and you're winning games. I mean, you can beat mono red certainly with the unions of the third path and the join the dances to block stuff. We almost lost a game to mono red where they active treasoned our Mondrak 2 times. I don't know the the exact card name, but essentially they active treasoned it, and then they got double tokens off the Urbrask Forge. That was actually insane. Well played to our opponent. I mean, that was a great line that they took. It unfortunately didn't lead to them winning to the game, but it was very creative, and that's a reason, I guess, to put active treason in your deck. but pretty cool. It's like a slight downside if your opponent has some some tokens. I'm just messing. I don't think that'll ever happen again, but that was wild. It happened twice in the same game. Yeah, very fun deck. You can win this deck. Does well on the ladder. You have good matchups. You have bad matchups. Don't want to play mono blue. They just house you. You have game against most other things though. Sweepers, good against soldiers of the deck, soldiers of the world. Any counterspell heavy control decks probably gonna be hard. Decks, you have some cards that are just good against specific decks. Some decks can't deal with the just go wide strategy, the Mondrak and everything. Like mono black, they don't have a removal spell for your Mondrak, or you ran them out of removal spells with, like Wandering Emperor, Samurais, or whatever, and you drop a Mondrak, and then you really go wide. They don't really play Wraths. I mean, you definitely die to like Corrupts and Invoke Despair and stuff like that, but they don't have Wraths, so there's something from that perspective. Hopefully you can keep out of the range of their burn with the Union of the Third Path. And there's some decks that can't beat a really powerful Resolve Planeswalker, like a Nissa. It just turns out an army every turn. Some decks definitely can't beat that. Maybe looking at some of the Farewell style decks where they they're burn down the house style effects don't get to it. They're gonna have a hard time unless they're attacking it down with their own Wandering Emperor, Samurais, and stuff. But I mean, if you're making a Nissa army, it's gonna be hard for them to do that. Yeah, you get some wins that way as well. Very fun deck. I would actually recommend playing this deck if you had the wild cards. It's a lot of fun. I feel like just like a lot of the decks on the channel, it's not super competitive, but it's fun. I mean, I'm in platinum and I win a little over half the games with it, so not too bad. But alrighty, yeah, thanks for watching. You're watching all the way at the end, so drop a like, drop a subscribe if you made it this far. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.